Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Bunton.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Dempsey.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Hill.
Here.
Crop.
Here.
Menser.
Okay. Announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. Do we have any this evening? There's a meeting tomorrow night. Beautification, you don't make those announcements? Okay. Okay. Seeing none. Sorry. Or you can. Okay, where were we? Adoption of the agenda.
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Support.
Roll call.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Hill.
Here.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser. Yes. Bunton.
Yes.
Excuse me. This is public participation time. All we ask is that you please give us your name, residential address, and you adhere to our 3-minute rule. So the mic is open for anyone.
Good evening. Phil Gilchrist, 1130 Wellesley Drive and 125 Macomb Place. I'm the Executive Director of the Anton Art Center. I wanted to thank the Commission for hearing our application for the Art Macomb Fair this year. We're making some major changes in terms of how we're marketing this fair, and I'm looking forward to having more artist participants and a bigger downtown presence for the first weekend in June. I hope you'll all come and see the fair this year. Additionally, our student show, annual secondary student show, is going to be opening here on Saturday. We have a public reception from 1 until 3 p.m., and I invite you all to join us. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, seeing none. No administrative responses. Approval of the minutes from previous meetings.
Move to approve the minutes from the February 21st regular meeting.
Support.
Roll call.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
General business. This is a heavy agenda tonight, folks. I don't know if we can get through this. I need a motion to approve purchase and payments of invoices.
Move to approve purchase of payment and payment of invoices as presented.
Second.
Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Ford.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes. I need a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Hill.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
City manager's report.
A work session was held this evening at 6 o'clock for discussion regarding the assessment of energy, utility, and operational efficiency at city buildings by Johnson Controls. It was very enlightening. The City Commission will hold work sessions to discuss the fiscal year 2017-2018 budget on Monday, March 27th, Tuesday, March 28th, and Wednesday, March 29th, if we need that third day. Meetings will begin at 5 o'clock each night and will be held in the second floor conference room at City Hall. Assessment notices were mailed beginning March 1st. Board of Review dates are Monday, March 20th from 9 a.m. until noon, and again from 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And Tuesday, March 21st from 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., and then again at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. To schedule an appointment after you receive your assessment notice, please call 586-469-6818 extension 307. For a written appeal to be addressed by the Board of Review, it must be received in the assessing office by 4 p.m. on March 21st. Postmarks will not be accepted. And as an update, where we had some street repair on Hubbard, sewer repair actually. The city experienced a small sewer collapse on Hubbard Street, west of North Avenue last week. Only one property was affected with water loss due to the collapse, but it was restored when the repair was made to the sewer. And I believe all of that repair has been completed as of this date.
Any questions of the city manager? Okay, seeing none, commissioner comments. Commissioner Campbell.
2 weeks ago, I talked about the state speaker, the Speaker of the House for the state of Michigan wanting to cut income tax. Well, that sounds like a great idea, but there was no way to replace, nothing to replace it with. So it says right here, Speaker Leonard abandoned the plan, saying it wasn't prudent to bust a $1.1 billion hole in the budget over the next 4 years without a plan to replace the revenue. So right now, because once they cut the money, it would be left up to us to pick up the pieces. So right now, the plan is on hold, but they said the fight isn't over yet. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
Commissioner Hill.
If you own an old home in Mount Clemens, you may be interested in learning about how to research the history of your house and/or to apply for a historic plaque. Deborah Larson of the Mount Clemens Public Library will be speaking about this in a program sponsored jointly by the Mount Clemens Library and the Mount Clemens Historical Commission on Tuesday, March 14th at 7 p.m. Since space is limited, if you wish to attend, you will need to reserve a spot, and you can call 586-469-6200. Again, that's 469-6200. In addition to being National Reading Month, March is also Women's History Month. In honor of Women's History Month, I would like to share the following information. At the U.S. Constitutional Convention in 1787, the qualifications for voting were placed in the hands of the states. And women in all states except New Jersey lost the right to vote. After a decades-long battle for the right to vote, women throughout the United States finally won the right to vote when the 19th Amendment to the Constitution passed on August 26, 1920. So there was quite a few years that women could not vote in the United States. Throughout history, there have been many outstanding women. I would like to mention just a few. Helen Keller, with the help of Anne Sullivan, became the first blind and deaf person to graduate from college and was a lifelong advocate for rights for people with disabilities. Jeanette Rankin was the first woman to hold national office in the United States. She was elected to become the first female member of the U.S. House of Representatives in 1917. And I found that very interesting because that is before women were allowed to vote in the United States, that she was elected to the House of Representatives. And she was also helpful in getting the 19th Amendment to the Constitution passed. Geraldine Cobb was the first woman to pass qualifying exams for astronaut training, but she was not allowed to train because of her gender. Bonnie Blair was a 5-time Olympic gold medalist in speed skating, not figure skating, speed skating, and is the most decorated female Winter Olympian ever. And I will try to include a few more interesting tidbits about women at our next meeting in March. But in the meantime, have a good evening and a great week.
Thank you. Commissioner Crop.
I had the pleasure a week and a half ago to attend the first social gathering of the YPMC group, which is the Young Professionals of Mount Clemens. They had about 80 people attend the trivia night at O'Halloran, so it was a really exciting event with a lot of people coming out to support the group. Their first meet and greet, which will provide a lot of information about what the goals of the group and what the group intends to do over the next few years, is March 9th at 6:30 p.m. If you're of the age of 21 to 39 and are interested in coming to this group, and there's no registration, there's nothing to sign your life away or pay, just come on in and join us. We're really excited about the group. It's March 9th again, 6:30 p.m. at the Rock Room located in the Emerald Theater. I've had a lot of people who have asked me about the free paper that's tossed every Sunday, I think it is, Monday,
Saturday or
Tuesday,
Sunday.
who knows? It shows up, I think, different in my neighborhood all the time. It's supposed to be landing on your porch. It never seems to even hit my driveway. When I came home from vacation, it was frozen to the street right in front of my house. So I was really annoyed that I've heard a lot of complaints and that it was frozen to my street. So I took it upon myself yesterday to call the Free Press again, which I know the city has done. I believe that our local drivers are not looking at the list that if you have called the 800 number to exclude yourself from these papers. So I have put in a complaint with the managers again. They're supposed to call me back. They didn't. Surprise. So I will hound them again, as I'm sure the city will as well if they call the city about a complaint. But the more they hear from each resident, I think the better off we are. So their number to contact them is 1-800-395-3300. Please put yourself on the do not throw this in my yard list. It will go far if we are bombarding them with calls of them not following the rules. So again, the number is 1-800-395-3300, and it is the Free Press, not the Detroit News, that paper goes through. Again, I'll have my coffee talks this month, March 14th, 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill. That's a Tuesday, and then Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m., John's Family Grill. So I hope to see people there. Thanks.
Thank you. Commissioner Mensah?
Another one of the really cool things that the library is doing is they're doing genealogy workshops, and there is a free genealogy workshop on April 29th from 9 to noon. You do need to register, but you know, they're going to teach you how to trace your family roots, so give the library a call, and then, as Commissioner Hill mentioned, they've got the really great program about how to trace the history of your home. The Mount Clemens Lion Club is accepting applications for the Lawrence F. Schott Jr. Memorial Scholarship. I believe there's some available in the clerk's office or the mayor, through the mayor. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of our students who participated and were contestants in the Macomb Regional Spelling Bee. Haley Dargan from the Mount Clemens Middle School, Natalie Moncliano from St. Mary's, and Isabel Schneider from Mount Clemens Montessori. Congratulations on making the cut to participate. St. Mary's School is doing an electronics recycling program. They're taking laptops, computers, ink cartridges, speakers, calculators, small kitchen appliances, no TVs, and no old CRT monitors. Those are those real big ones. And they're asking for a donation. They're doing that Saturday the 18th from 9 until 12, and Sunday the 19th from 11 to 3. So it's the 18th and 19th. So where have I been in the city the last month? I've been to the Anton Art Center a couple of times. They've got some great programs going on. I think I talked about the fact that I saw the Michigan Opera Theater performance there. Way cool. A little different music than I'm used to, but it was way cool. I've been to Bath City. I've been to O'Halloran's. I stopped in Chantel's. I've been to Paperback Writers, one of my favorite places in the city, and Weirdsville Records, because they're right together. If you ever get those cravings where you just got to have something, you got to have it repeatedly, I have had the worst craving for refried beans and I have been to Paco's about 4 times over the last month, and I have dragged other people with me. And I have stopped in at Rec Bowl. And that's where I've been this month. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Button?
Okay. Actually, I wasn't prepared to do this, but I will anyway. Michigan Freeway Lighting Partners received a grant from MDOT, and they have put in their 1 year of their contract, they put in 11,841 new and existing LED lights, and this provides a great deal of visibility and safe environment for motorists throughout southeast Michigan. And as of January 1st, 2017, they actually upped that number to 12,572. So hats off to them. They are now entering phase 2, and I guess that means more lights will be put in. Commissioner comments. The month of March celebrates a number of things, from Ash Wednesday on March 1st, Hug a GI on March 4th, Johnny Appleseed Day on March 11th, Girl Scout Day on March 12th, Ides of March Day on March 15th, and also St. Patrick's Day, which everybody loves to celebrate, and that's on March 17th. So go find something to celebrate the first half of this month. And now for Commissioner Wisdom by Booker T. Washington. Character, not circumstances, make the man. But I also have another one for you, and this is by G.C. Leitenberg. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is slightly distorted truth. Think about that one. Have a good night.
Thank you. Commissioner Ford?
I have no comment.
Okay. Well, Roger, you left something open so that I can talk about, which is kind of neat. Real talk. Mount Clemens Schools, or Mount Clemens High, is having a Real Talk session March 16th at the high school. We are looking for adult volunteers to come and spend, I would say about 4 hours, maybe 5, no, 4 hours, I guess, and sit in with the students to hear various subjects that the students are interested in to talk about. And the adults are more like facilitators, and just to kind of hear what the kids have to say. So we're really looking for some people who can give us some time to be part of that. You can contact me here at City Hall. You can contact Roger, Commissioner Button. He's actually the chair, co-chair of it, I guess, you and Linda, whichever. So we are in dire need of some more people. So the times, I think, is from 10 to 2 that we would need people there. It's really interesting. Lance Cruz has been doing this for a lot of years. This is our 3rd year. And it's really interesting to listen to the kids. Sometimes it's a eye-opener, what they have to say. So please, if you give us some time, we'd appreciate it. Second of all, I want to do a shout out to George Conberry, who has been a resident of Mount Clemens all his life, along with his family. He received the Henry Ford Medallion Award this Saturday at Penna's for the Volunteer of the Year for Henry Ford. He's doing great things over there with people with addictions, and he's putting in a lot of hours. So he was nominated, well, he won actually the Medallion Award, and I had the privilege of being there. So I want to give a big shout out to George. Great job. And March is also reading month. So I had the opportunity to read to some students at various schools, and that's probably how I got my cold. No, I don't want to blame it on the students. So if you get a chance, if you're asked to go to daycare, a school, to read to the kids, please take the opportunity, if you can, take an hour out of your time to do that and encourage your children to read. It's very important, and I was privileged to be able to do that with the kids. And I have a great book which was recommended to me by a teacher a few years ago. It's called, I have 2 in fact, and I give them a choice. One is The Silly Mayor which is really cute. And the other one is My Grandma the Mayor. So I always have fun reading those books to them, but, so if you get a chance, please do that. Other than that, sure, you have a redo?
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I forgot one thing, and it's important. A resident, we lost a resident, and she died 2 weeks before her 101st birthday. And her name was Melva Jeffries, and she lived 2 doors down from our first house on Huntington. And she was a wonderful lady who spent a lot of good time talking with us and sharing a lot of good stories. She worked for Michigan Bell for 40 years in a time when you were married, you were supposed to stay home. And so she was a really incredible woman, and she will be missed, and she lived a long, fruitful life. So.
You have a redo? Okay.
No, I was hoping that we could get Ms. Weiss to remind us of the events for St. Patrick's Day.
Do you want to? You can have my time. Come on. No, you better do it in the mic because I can't get it on tape. Just tell us what's happening St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, actually, we're doing a 2-day event with the WCSX radio station came to us. And so on the 17th, we're going to have live remote all day long from the radio station here in downtown. They will be doing O'Halloran's, Three Blind Mice, and Your Mother's. And then on Saturday morning from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m., we will be doing Eggs and Kegs. We'll be doing Irish music, dancers, bagpipers, bands. They'll have activity tent with all kinds of cornhole and different types of games and things for people to play because we do want them to move around. The retailers will be handing out the Mardi Gras beads. We'll be flanking the streets with some Irish flags. This is a new event for us. The radio station brought it to us. This has been happening in Royal Oak, and they would like it to be an annual event for us. So because the weekend, it happens to fall on a weekend, we're going to do 2 days.
Thank you.
That's it.
All right, great. Well, with that, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.